from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, January 4th, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. Today, Hazleton has a new mayor and 2 new council members. WYLN's lead reporter Gary Perna was at Inauguration Day in Hazleton and has more.
Every 2 years, Hazleton City Council meets the first Monday in January to swear in council members that won elections, and every 4 years to swear in a new mayor. Well, that's what happened this morning. Council President Jack Mundy first called for the outgoing officials to make comments, and outgoing Mayor Joe Yannuzzi thanked the residents of the city.
To the residents of the city of Hazleton, thank you for putting up with me. Bonnie, Joanne, my wife, of almost 55 years, thank you for your cooperation, support, and love. May God bless and keep this new mayor and council under its watchful eye while I try to keep Hazleton safe and moving forward.
Outgoing Police Chief Frank D'Andrea also thanked the residents and officials of Hazleton for the time they gave him to serve as police chief.
I shall continue to pray the City Council and the Mayor find the common ground to move the city ahead, and I remain a phone call away should any of you ever feel I could do anything to assist you in your endeavors. Godspeed to you all. It's been an honor to serve as the Chief of Police.
Then Mundy called up Jeff Cassant, Gene Mope, and Robert Gavio to be sworn in.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
That I will uphold and defend.
that I will uphold and defend
The Constitution of the United States of America.
the Constitution of the United States of America
And the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
And I will perform my duties
And I will perform my duties
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Once they took their seats, council reappointed Jack Mundy as president and Gene Mope as vice president. Mundy then called to fill the vacancy left by Cassant. Council voted 3-1, with Gavio voting not to appoint Grace Cuso to fill Cassant's term.
That I will uphold and defend.
That I will uphold and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
Hazleton Council will be controlled entirely by Democrats with a Republican mayor. Following the ceremony, we spoke with Mayor Cassant about what his plans are moving forward.
I'm just looking for the communication between council and the administration, and I think together we're going to make a big difference, moving forward.
I know there's some changes coming in the city hall as you take over, but what's your message to the people who elected you and put you into this position?
That the city's not dead. We're going to come back, and we're just going to all stick together and make a sense of community again. Just don't give up.
Councilwoman Gene Mope said she's excited for the city for 2016.
I'm looking forward to working together with everybody. I think we have a fresh start now. I hope and pray that we all work on the same page. Jeff, I think, is going to be a wonderful mayor. With council's help, we can be very successful and move the city forward. But it's a working together relationship, and that's what we had lacking, and I think this is what we can look forward to now.
Councilman Gavio said he's ready to get to work.
Oh, like I said, I'm looking forward to working with all council members, and I think both us and the mayor and his staff has to have a working relationship. I mean, we made the news today with the crime. I think has to trump all. I think if we make our citizens feel safe, we'll sell more houses, businesses will come in, and so my key issue is crime. And as always, revenue. I'm sure we all have ideas of revenue, but we got to walk a balance here.
Councilwoman Cuso said she is also ready to get to work for the residents of Hazleton.
I'm looking at trying to clean up the city. I'm looking at getting the crime under control. I'm looking at having the council and the mayor work together, which I think we can. Because actually, I'm friends with Jeff. and friends with our council, even though the gentleman voted no on me. He and I have been friends before we were 16, but that's okay.
Outgoing Mayor Joe Iannuzzi said he is staying here and is willing to lend a helping hand to the new mayor and council if needed.
So what's your plans now, moving from today?
Well, Jackie Monday said something about Florida, but that's not me. I wouldn't move to Florida. I love it up here. I love the seasons, and we're not going to go. We're going to stick here with Hazleton. Hazleton's just about ready to peak up and get to that peak and move on from here. So let's, I wanted to tell the public, let's give Jeff time. He's going to come in, he's going to do a lot of changes, things are going to happen, and there's going to be a lot of dust and people are going to be confused. Wait, let's let the dust settle and see what happens, because when you first get the changes, you don't like them, you're confused, you don't understand them, but then down the road you see, oh, that's why. Give it time, and I also told Jeff to take his time, because rushing is not the best thing for it.
Now that council is seated and Mayor-elect Cassatt is now Mayor Cassatt of Hazleton, council and the mayor said they're going to work together. First, on combating crime. Second, on the city budget to make sure the residents of Hazleton are taken care of in council's and the mayor's terms. In City Hall, for WILN News, I'm Gary Perna.
After 12 years, there is a new mayor at the helm in the city of Wilkes-Barre. Tony George, who served most recently as a member of City Council, has also served as the city's police chief. He was sworn in today. The new mayor got right down to business, even starting the inauguration ceremony early so as to not cause a disruption in the regular City Hall workday.
Wilkes-Barre needs a cop. Today we begin the process of restoring law and order. And today I also ask that all of you join me with this important effort. To Wilkes-Barre City Council, I ask you to lend your insights, service, and talents to make certain that Wilkes-Barre provides honest, ethical, and transparency in government.
Mayor George plans to give an update later this week on his administration. Hazleton police are investigating a burglary that occurred early Sunday. It happened on the northwest side of Grant Street, though city police didn't say exactly where. A thief or thieves broke into a home between sometime 10:30 Saturday night and Sunday morning around 3 a.m. and stole several electronic devices as well as jewelry. Hazleton police broke up a fight New Year's Eve. It happened on Alter Street, but police again didn't say exactly where. It was somewhere between Diamond Avenue and 5th Street. One man was arrested, Montrell Hamels Taylor. He is now facing several charges. A Hazleton man arrested for firing 3 rounds into an occupied car on 1st and Vine Street Sunday morning. 28-year-old Joseph Pitts is now facing a list of charges. City police say the victim and male friend went to City Hall just after 2 a.m. to report they'd been shot at in their vehicle. She said they'd been followed by a red Jeep, which pulled her next to her and opened fire. Pitts was identified and found hiding in a closet in his home on Carson Street. Pitts is now in the county prison on $500,000 bail. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Winter has indeed arrived in our area. The temperature dropping, and WILN's Gary Perna is in this evening for our chief meteorologist, Joe Garbacik. Gary, in the Weather Center with the details on the chilly forecast.
Yeah, Paula, we're not used to this cold weather. We've seen unusually high temperatures throughout most of so-called fall and winter here in our area, but the new year comes new temperatures. We're seeing a lot of them single digits right now in our areas. We take a look across the nation. It's proven probably out west a lot of colder temperatures and some warmer temperatures throughout today or the past 24 hours, especially down south. So I think all the snowbirds that are leaving Pennsylvania heading to Florida and the southern areas, they're really enjoying it, and they got out of here just in time. What can we expect over the next few days here in our area? Well, you're going to need a jacket. We'll tell you all about it coming up next, right here. Paula?
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, the city of Hazleton is looking for a grant to help combat crime in the city. Plus, a restaurant closed its doors at the end of 2015. That story and more coming up on WYLN. Don't go away.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
WYLN TV 35, first in live sports. Join Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and the entire WYLN sports team as we bring you the best in live local sports. WYLN TV 35, the event, not just the highlights.
Wilkes-Barre police are investigating a report of a man being knocked down and robbed near the Intermodal Center on Sunday. The victim went to police headquarters to report it. He said it was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. A man and woman approached him, the woman knocking him to the ground and taking his necklace, the man making off with his watch. The female had short brown hair and was wearing a black jacket with an orange and gray hat. The male had braided hair and was wearing a black hat and hoodie. The incident is still under investigation. Meanwhile, police in Butler Township are looking for the person or persons that burglarized a residence in the 200 block of South Old Turnpike Road. That happened sometime between December 24th and January 2nd. A large amount of tools and construction equipment were taken. Anyone with information regarding this investigation is asked to contact Butler Township Police at 570-788-4111. Police in Rush Township could use your help in finding the people responsible for stealing electronics from Walmart. Take a look at these pictures. They're from the Rush Township Police Department. They're from the hometown Walmart. The theft took place about 12:30 on Saturday morning. Anyone with information on the identity of the suspects in these photos is urged to contact police. Coming up next, WYLN's Gary Perna will be back with a full look at our chilly forecast. Stay tuned.
The holidays are on the way. If you don't have time to bake it, let Carmen's make it. Carmen's Bakery and Deli has everything you need for holiday gatherings. Everything is made fresh and on the premises with the best quality ingredients. From their famous nut and poppy rolls to their homemade breads, pastries, and pies. Carmen's has everything you need for your holiday table. Pumpkin pies and pumpkin rolls are ready to go and will make your holiday meal complete. Made to order specialty cakes, cookies, and deli trays too. Catering is also available. Carmen's will do all the work for you. Call and order early. Happy holidays from Carmen's.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
All right, let's take a live look at conditions across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The radar's not picking up much of anything, but I tell you something, if it can pick up wind, those little points all over the map would not be there because it is windy out. We're going to see that wind and colder temperatures move throughout our area for much of today and even tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. But right now, no storms to talk about, which is a good thing. I think no rain, no ice, no snow for the most part in our area, but the temperatures are cold. And the temperatures here right now at our WYLN studios are staying at 7 degrees. Now, with the wind chill added into there, it feels -5. That's pretty cold, seeing how we were so used to temperatures, in the 40s and in the 50s right before Christmas, and then we dipped down into the 30s. So now to get a temperature of 7 degrees with a wind chill of -5, it's really cold out there, and that wind's blowing out of the west and northwest. It keeps changing, but staying steady at about 6 to 9 miles an hour. And up here at the top of the mountain, where we are at WYLN, we can really hear that wind whipping. It's hitting our building as we're standing out here in the studio. Paula and I are listening to the wind hit. So this is what we're seeing, and this will continue overnight. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast here in WYLN, and it's going to stay cold. Look at those overnight temperatures for Tuesday into Wednesday, and Wednesday into Thursday, a 5 and a 9. Now Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to see some sun in the 30, on Wednesday on 40. Thursday we could see some clouds with some sun coming in at 40. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but the warmest temperature right now is Friday and Saturday at 45 degrees, when just a week or two ago when I was standing here talking to you, it was showing us that it was going to be in the 50s and then the upper 40s. So this is a big change that we see coming in on our area. But hey, Old Man Winter is here as 2016 rolled in. Stay with us. We have more for you coming up right after this.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional air times. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
I'm Gary Perna. Join me and my guests from the community every Friday live at 5 p.m. as we talk about important community events and issues that are happening. Topic A will rebroadcast 7 times throughout the weekend to provide you with the information that you need to know from your community. Join me here on Topic A, only on WYLN.
The City of Hazleton is looking to do a study on crime in the city and potentially adding the police department in fighting crime. Last month, City Council voted to apply for an LSA grant for $1 million to do the study. If the city gets the grant, the money would then be earmarked to fund a study of crime in Hazleton and support the police department in other strategic ways. The idea for the grant came from State Representative Tara Toohill, Senator John Udechak, and Congressman Lou Barletta, along with the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. If the grant is awarded, the notice of success will come through in July, with projects ready to start as early as August. Should the grant be approved, it will contain a salary for a public safety director, the position lasting 4 years, covering the length of the study. A Tamaqua restaurant, which is located in the train station, closed its doors on New Year's Eve. Von's Restaurant, owned by Richard and Von Sedella, had been an anchor business at the tourist attraction for the past 2.5 years. The owners decided not to renew their lease. The store opened in 2013 and replaced the former eatery, which operated for 8 years prior to the Sedellas moving in. A statement was posted on the restaurant's windows, which wished its customers a healthy and happy 2016. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Don't go away.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants to Spare Hill Flag, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
I'm Bill Washko. I handle sales at WYLN, and I am at the American Cancer Society Telethon. I do telethons, helping hands, because I like to help the community, the local people, and the dollars that help local people, young and old.
Homecoming a theme for the Baby Pens over the weekend. On Saturday, it was announced that now associate head coach Jay Leach will get the chance to coach the Atlantic Division at the 2016 AHL All-Star Classic in his hometown of Syracuse. Later on Saturday, against the Springfield Falcons, goalie Matt Murray returned to Wilkes-Barre Scranton following a brief stint in Pittsburgh. After going 2-1-1 with the Penguins, Murray stopped 30 of 31 shots for the Baby Penguins, and he got some help from the offense. Knotted at one in the second period, the old fella, Tom Kostopoulos. He knows where to be the deflection for the lead and his 8th tally of the season. Then Sahir Gill, no need to be upright to score. From his knees, going away from the net, and he buries it. And the Pens snap a 3-game losing streak with a 4-1 victory. On Sunday, Casey DeSmith, who was on a professional tryout contract, making his first AHL start between the pipes as Wilkes-Barre Scranton travels to take on Hartford. Now what you see there is not good. Chad Naring making things interesting late, cutting the Pens' lead to 3-2. But what you don't see is DeSmith stopping 22 of 24 shots and leading the Pens to their second straight victory. Pens back home for a midweek battle against Binghamton tomorrow. With the end of one season comes anticipation for the next. Penn State football will lose some talented seniors and now a few underclassmen. Nittany Lion quarterback Christian Hackenberg and defensive tackle Austin Johnson both declared for the NFL draft following Saturday's Tax Slayer Bowl. Hackenberg expressed how thankful he was for the time he spent at Penn State, but noticeably forgot to thank one person. Now, former coaches, fans, a video director, and a communication specialist made the list, but current head coach James Franklin did not. Interesting. Hackenberg finished his career as the leader in several school passing categories. Johnson, a force on the defensive front, also leaves with a year of eligibility remaining. Part of a statement he posted on Twitter read, "After much thought and consideration, my family and I have decided that the best decision for me is to forego my senior season at Penn State. I want to thank Nittany Nation for your support over the last 3 years. My love for Nittany Nation will be with me always." Wyoming Valley West product and redshirt senior Wide receiver Geno Lewis told reporters he hasn't made a decision yet whether he will return or not. At 69 years old, Tom Coughlin boasts a lengthy resume after a lifetime in football. Most importantly, 2 improbable Super Bowl titles as head coach of the New York Giants. Today, Coughlin stepped down as head coach of the New York Giants after 12 seasons. During his tenure, the G-Men went 102-90 in the regular season and 8-3 in 5 playoff berths. Now on this Black Monday, there are reports that the Eagles could be interested in Coughlin and that the Giants could be interested in recently released Eagles coach Chip Kelly. We'll keep you updated on the coaching searches. And finally, conference play tips off tonight in the Wyoming Valley, and tomorrow WYLN will bring you our first live basketball game of the new year. Tuesday at 7:30, right here on WYLN, we will feature Dallas boys basketball visiting Hazleton area in a Division I Wyoming Valley Conference showdown. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, hear from Cougars coach Mike Joseph as he aims to get his team off to a strong start in 2016. Also later, we'll have highlights as girls conference play begins tonight. But next, Gary Perna is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH. Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Join us this week on Women Today. We'll be decoding dyslexia with women from a PA association that does just that. We've got a great pineapple banana, Simply Homebrew Wine of the Week. Kathy's going to make a wonderful brie dish with it. We'll find out who won the great giveaway from last week from the Dragonfly, another great giveaway this week, and we've got an amazing young woman on the move. It's all coming up on Women Today this week. Join us.
Okay, as we take a look back at the Doppler radar here tonight, nothing really moving through our area, which is good, although the wind. And again, currently outside it's 7 degrees with a wind chill factor. It's -7 outside, and the wind's going anywhere from 10 to 5 miles per hour. It gets windy up here at times. You know, we're at the highest point in Hazleton here at the WYLN studio, so we get a lot of that wind right up here hitting against our buildings and our towers. So we hear the wind all day long here, and again, 7 degrees. And we take a look at your 7-day forecast here on WYLN. You know, Tuesday, we're going to see 30s. Wednesday, we're going to see 40s for Thursday as well. And those overnight lows, they are definitely getting low. 5 and 9, till we get 22, 30. But there's no snow yet, which is a good thing, but we do have the cold temperatures, we have the wind be whipping through our area. So as we welcomed in 2016, we welcomed Old Man Winter to northeastern and central Pennsylvania, just as we thought he forgot about us.
It had to happen. Well,
Right.
had to happen.
I left Hazleton for about 10 days. I left, it was 57. Get back and it's 7. I don't like it.
No,
Yeah,
no, that you're never allowed to leave again. I hope you're happy.
So it's your fault.
Oh, you're blaming me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. You left.
I normally blame either you or Joe.
It wasn't me. I didn't leave the area. I was here the whole time. But you know, it's cold out and it's winter time.
Well, that's why you have to cover it up.
Yeah. I was okay with the 50s and the 40s. I was fine with that.
Just remember, I'm the lady who says anything below 85 is cold. So
You belong in south of Florida. You belong like the South Tip down there.
Well, you stay nice and warm and toasty and keep it tuned right here to WYLN. And we'll keep you posted on sports, weather, and news always. Have a good night.